All right. 3 days ago, this portfolio was sitting at $182,481. Today, it's at $191,410. That's almost a $9,000 move in less than a week. And no, this isn't from like options, crypto, or meme stocks. This is long term investing, consistent contributions, and a smart use of margin. The boring stuff that actually works, the boring stuff that I talk about on this channel all the time. And in January, I'm adding another $35,000 to this account and a lump sum contribution on top of the monthly stuff. So let's break down exactly what's going on, including why this account shows negative cash as before, and what my IRR really means and how I'm using margin the right way. Quick disclaimer, not a financial advisor. This is for educational and informational purposes only. Just a guy sitting in his truck that's going around doing side hustles and showing you guys my own personal journey to financial freedom. Always do your own research. Now, as of December 26th, today, the portfolio value is $191,410. That is awesome. Just 3 days ago, it was $182,000. So we're up just under $9,000 in a very short time frame. I think I've contributed about $2,500 in the last couple of days just from like some dog boarding stuff. But here's the high level breakdown. Total profit, $12,131. Overall return, 6.7%. Capital gains, about $10,000. Dividends received so far this year, $1,100. Annual dividend is $2,594 or $216 a month. Again, this is not a dividend focused account. This is a growth focused portfolio before anything's. Dividends are just going to kind of slowly compound in the background as my account grows to $2 million. Now, this is where I want to slow down and explain something a lot of people kind of just gloss over, and that is the IRR, or internal rate of return. Now, the overall IRR on this portfolio is about 13.8%. Yes, the market has been down in the last like week and a half. The current holdings IRR is closer to 19%. Why does that matter? Well, because IRR accounts for timing. So it factors in like when money was added, when the returns happened, and lump sums versus monthly contributions. So this isn't just a raw market return. It shows basically like how efficiently capital has been working over time. So a little different than like your portfolio return you see from like Schwab or something. But that's important because someone can invest the same total amount and end up with wildly different results depending on when they invested and how consistent they were. So this is exactly why I focus on contribution strategy and not trying to time the market. And I'm just trying to get between like $6,000 to $8,000 a month in there every couple of days, making contributions and just stay in it. You'll also notice something that gets questions, and that's the negative cash balance in the account. Remember, it was $10,000 in the last video. Now it shows that I'm minus about $7,200. That's not a mistake. That's margin. I've paid back some of that margin. I initially pulled $10,000 in margin to accelerate the growth because we were in such a down week that I took advantage of it. This wasn't a reckless move. It was intentional, controlled, and part of a plan. You can see that I've paid back almost $3,000 of that margin in the last couple of days. And here's how I think about margin. I think of it as a tool. It's not free money. It's only used against diversified ETFs. It's monitored constantly and it's paid down over time through contributions. I told you guys before that I pay it off every month, whatever $2,000 to $5,000 margin I take. I only took 10 because it was kind of a really rough week and I had some thoughts on what was going to happen. So I'm not using margin recklessly, As contributions continue, that margin balance naturally gets paid down while the assets continue compounding. I'm just getting myself into the market 30 days earlier each month. The portfolio itself stays very simple, and you can see some of like my major gainers in this account. QQQ for growth, VTI for total market exposure, VOO as the S&P 500 Foundation, VGT for tech tilt, and SMH for semiconductors. I don't think the bubble's going to burst. I think we're going to keep rolling and I'm going to keep riding it. And there's no constant trading. There's no overthinking. It's just exposure to the strongest parts of the market. Now, right now, like I said, I'm consistently putting like $6,000 to $8,000 a month from side hustles into this portfolio. And in January, this account is getting a $35,000 lump sum as well. And that's a huge kicker each time I do that to my account. So the next time you see this portfolio, it's not going to be in the low 190s anymore. This is going to be how I accelerate that road to $1 million. At the beginning of the year, once I make that contribution, we're going to be sitting roughly, like, we're going to be on our way to 250K. And strategic lump sums, long-term ETFs, consistent deposits every month, lots of patience. This is real investing. There's no hype or shortcuts with this. I'm showing you guys, like, every couple days, every couple weeks, monthly updates. Like, this is what's happening with my account, and I'm going to make it $1 million. And I hope this kind of helps you understand how it is and my breakdown, my IRR, stuff like that. Hit the like button if you liked it, or if you like real transparency like this. Hit the subscribe button. This is a new channel. Drop a comment letting me know where you're at on your own investing journey. I don't care whether you're at $5,000 or $500,000. Let me know down below. Let me know maybe what worked for you, maybe what didn't work for you, and maybe why you're doing it. Everybody's got their own personal reason for it. Mine is to retire early as soon as I get out of the military and be around 44, 45 years old and be completely financially free and only work if I want to work. And that would be doing like side hustle stuff, like what I'm doing right now with my dog boarding and stuff. I am literally going and doing a drop-in visit at 6:30 this morning, the day after Christmas, and I'm doing these 3 times a day for a long-term client of mine. And I've got like 5 dogs in boarding right now in the house. So even when I'm not working at the military, I've got other sources of income coming in, and that's important for this journey.